All right. Welcome everybody to All Stars. I think we got here today. Let's get this thing changed up around and whatnot. All right. Let's get the stream set up. Hopefully we're actually live this week. Oh my goodness, that would be very cool. Let me know in chat if we are live. You wanna know what? I'll even type that in the thing. Let me know in chat if we are live. All right, sick. Hopefully, last week we unfortunately missed the one, or not last week. That was already 2 weeks ago. We missed the one-shot quali. Because I'm a professional streamer and I don't know how to hit go live. Hopefully this week we're all set though. So let's switch to the in-game stuff right here. And actually, we'll switch back over to here and capture the whole screen. Whoop! All right, let's go. All right, so here we are today at Cookie Mall. Very nice track. So let's get into our thing. Beside me in the commentators booth today is actually a new face, JollyTheDuck. Hello.
Hey, welcome.
He's sitting back there. He's ready to commentate. Let's go.
We're gonna look at people.
We are gonna watch people go fast on a track today.
Are you sure they're gonna be fast, or are they gonna fall?
They may fall off. They may take inspiration after me.
I mean,
they may think, oh, Lapis is fast. Let me just do what he does and fall off. All right.
you know, it's the inspiration of every person who is at the top.
Hello.
Eventually, you get so far up, there's only one way to go, down.
That's true. Very poetic, honestly. Thought-provoking. Oh my god. Hello and welcome everybody in chat. Hello, JollyTheDuck in chat. Makuzen in chat.
Oh, insane. I love that guy. JollyTheDuck, oh my god.
Oh my
Favorite
god.
viewer.
All right. Let's go around and take a look at the track that we're going to be racing on today. Today we have a very interesting track, Cookie Mall, which is an interesting one. Can you give us a little bit of background or a little commentary on what we're seeing today, Jolly?
Well, as you can follow and surmise from looking at it, there'll be a plentiful miniature splits here and there throughout the entirety of the track. And while the track may seem bland from a first glance, it holds in a lot of unique features, especially when you come to the milk section. We had a mock race here yesterday, and we had several competitive drivers fall into the milk of gloom.
Oh man, falling off this thing and they're just dying.
Yeah, for people who are supposed to be the best of the best, this is going to be a challenge for them.
Oh my god. I believe so. All right, I'm clearing out my inventory, completely jam-packed full of stuff. I'm gonna just
must have gone shopping then.
There we go. All right, fix some stuff. This is true. So we had some people actually build shops around this week and whatnot. Is there anyone that you would want to show off, or you think that it's worth showing off? Like a lot of people.
There were some really good. There were some really good ones put together. Like if we come further along where you're just from,
yeah,
Bees Boo put itself together. I think it was very finely put together.
Is that a honey shop?
Yes.
Very interesting. Nice. I like it. Coming over here, we got Blue's Gift Shop.
Giant plushes, giant cookies, giant heads. Or, well, not giant, but masks. You get souvenirs from BCC, off-season, FC1.
Very nice.
And apparently he's selling his third-place trophy in Formula Eltham.
He's selling his third-place trophy. What is it? I don't need it. $4.99. My goodness, he's trying to make a profit off from his winnings and whatnot.
You also have a build-a-podium kit, which, honestly,
is worth more than Formula Eltham third place. Interesting.
I swear, somebody wins the race, they're going to choose that podium out of all the other podiums.
That would be funny.
Race yourself.
That would be funny. Let's see some of the other stuff we got here. We got love.
Stairs.
Infinite money. Honestly, I thought at first this was an apple sitting on top, but we just have a love shop. Very
Oh, I thought it
interesting.
was. I mean, could have been an Apple product. Who knows?
It could have been an Apple product.
No wonder it's infinite
The new
money.
iPhone love. Oh, Makusen saying buy yourself podium to get first place.
Buy yourself.
That
Yeah,
would be all right.
imagine
Honestly,
if everybody got paid.
you should tell Gustav that one. I think he should. I think he'd be the most interested buyer. This is called watching.
Now, so you
It
know the
looks
whole
like
little story about the pigs in Minecraft, right? How the development, they almost, well, they started looking like creepers in shape, but had the
right,
color of a pig.
right. The
And then
texture.
eventually, well, and here's kind of like a mixed abomination of like a creeper's face with a pig on it. Though there's no tail,
Oh,
so I don't know.
there is no tails. Looks like that didn't get in here. Ice
No.
bath 2? Oh,
Ice.
interesting.
See, Ice Bath 1 had proved itself to be quite challenging, and here Ice Bath 2, I'm pretty sure is even more so. Even though it's shorter in terms of length, this may become more challenging than even the milk section of Cookie Mall.
Ooh, interesting. Is this the actual competition for today?
Well, it could be at the end of the race, for
It
all we know.
could be. It'd be insane to make a TT to it. All right,
And then
here we have a little jump.
ice, ice,
Ice.
ice.
Something out in front. Oh, very
No,
interesting. We've got a bunch of rods here. Interesting.
it's ice.
It is ice. It is
We
ice.
come across though.
Coming across, we got Cookie Labs. Ooh, very interesting.
Wonder
Oh,
if
you're
they're
talking about
research-
across the way. I was
I
just
was
moving on down here.
fair enough.
Interesting. Like the Cookie Labs look pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
That they indeed do.
Then we got a lemonade stand.
That where's the lemons?
That's where I'm wondering. Maybe they're gonna squeeze it out of the sun.
Ah, that makes sense.
Very nice. Very nice. Over here we've got aliens in the Cookie Mall.
Alien abduction,
Interesting.
be like.
How much are they selling the beat for? Sad
Um,
orphan alien. Oh my goodness.
Rest
Unfortunate.
in peace.
Adopt an alien over here. Next we've got a little subway, a metro. That looks pretty
Uh,
nice. Bolab's
Looks
metro.
cool.
I
You
like
got
it.
a restroom in it.
Oh my goodness. They don't know what they didn't put a sign on it, so we don't know who's can go in there though. Maybe it's just an every all use one because the metros are pretty small.
I
Right?
mean, I don't see any other one, so must be
That's
an
true.
all-in-one.
All in one. Men, women, and ducks.
Especially the ducks.
Especially the ducks. All right, next we've got a little we got a car crash scene. Uh-oh, looks like this pig ran into a tree. That's unfortunate. Should have
And
gotten them studded tires.
man thought it was Piggle or Hotspot or someone. Little did he realize he didn't have hands.
Unfortunately, did not have opposable thumbs.
But speaking of pigs, we come across the next shop, Adopt a Pig. If you ever
Adopt a
wanted to
pig.
adopt yourself a
Ooh.
cute little pig, you too.
Very nice. Hey pig, in this
Yeah, the
shop
pig.
you pay with Hey Pigs. Every item has a price below the name, and that's how you know how many times you have to say Hey Pig in the chat. Is that actually like a little wait a sec. Oh, interesting. Adopt a pig, and over here we have lead, 1 Hey Pig, hay, 2 Hey Pigs, cookies.
Cookies
Are
free.
free.
Oh, no.
Cookies are free in this shop.
Quick, turn the camera away.
Oh
Who's
my
gonna consume them before it's
goodness!
too late?
He's gonna go eat all of them. You're giving out free cookies in Cookie Mall. Oh my goodness.
That's a dangerous thing.
That is a dangerous thing. Alright, going around, we've got what else we got? We've got the Wyber's shop. Wyber's looks like
Is it a wiper shop?
is it a shop or is it
I think it's
wait,
like an
are they
office
selling
space.
stuff?
I thought it
Oh,
was
it's
an
just
office space.
Wyber's office. Okay. Co-owner
Mariana
British
52 fake
founder.
staff joined a few days ago. 2818 co-owner
Insane.
British.
Midnight's
Midnight
the founder and owner.
commentate.
Skip his stuff.
Staff not British.
Tomney is. I
Bro got staff
for
roll
5 minutes and
and
resigned. All right. Looks
Well,
like we've got one more open staff spot. So very cool. Wybers. Oh my goodness, what does it even stand for?
World something
World.
boat racing.
Oh God, I feel bad for not knowing what it stands for.
Uh,
It's Wyburst, man. Oh, no. Okay, so it stands for World Ice Boat Racing Series, created by Midnight and run on both Boat Labs and Frostex. In case anybody is interested.
be curious to see how season 2 unfolds.
True! Season 2 will be starting kind of soon. Here we've got a gate and a stairway to the upstairs. Amazing!
Look at this.
Looks like it's just
maybe
like a
it's for
closed
lease.
section of a mall.
I think it might be for lease. I don't know if anybody slapped a sign on it yet, but that
Maybe.
might be what's happening.
Alright, in here we got Walmart. I'm afraid to turn on my night vision to see what it got. We got a stairway to the upstairs again.
Well,
Insane.
I think the Walmart here went out of business, or had to file for bankruptcy, because,
Unfortunate. Is that what happened to the other shop right next to it as well?
Potentially, maybe. Maybe they just couldn't pay up their fees.
Their fees, yeah, their mall fees.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we're going around on the inside and whatnot. Looks like we made a full lap around the outside. As you can see, Cookie Mall has so many interesting little things in it. Just so many people put so much... Oh my goodness, what is this?
They're cool.
This is Season Shop 1. I think that's the name. Because I'm naming it that. We've got a lot of heads for sale everywhere in here. Holy moly.
Heads, potions, armor, tools.
Oh. Yeah.
And it all connects.
For sale.
It connects to the other
727 game
shop on the other side.
It does connect to this other shop. What's this other shop?
We're still a bit confused if it's 727 or F2F. Because there's an F, but there's also a 7.
Oh, looks like you got crazy. You got an arcade in here.
Very cool.
Over here, you got a lot of characters that we actually recognize lining up. What is this guy doing? My Buddhas. I don't know what that means. I probably just cursed somebody out in a different language right there.
Rest in peace.
F game.
Buddhas, I think.
RIP.
Oh no.
Alright. Moving over. Do we have a horse
here we
in
got...
here? We've just got a horse sitting back in there. Alright, interesting.
We got an FF.
FF.
What does it mean?
Freedom
Welcome
Fighters.
to Frosted's Flowers.
Frosted Flowers. We got a flower shop. Oh, very interesting.
Now, you will
Very
take
nice.
note that these are very expensive. Oh, and there's a sniffer. That's a sniffer.
Look at that guy. New mob added to Minecraft a little while ago.
Flower pig.
Oh, we know he's flower pig. He's not a sniffer. He's a flower pig. All right. Interesting. I like it. We've got over here next. What is this? Pig shop. Oinker, potato pig, and ducky. Oh God. Oh gracious. What is this? Oh my goodness.
What is
A ducky with a tail. Whoa.
That spot says you should adopt a pig.
Ducky is beautiful as she is. Yeah. We can get with that. We can go with that. Alright. Moving on. What else we got? What else we got? Moving around.
Let's see what else we got. We got IKEA Alpha and IKEA Beta. It seems that there's been a slight rivalry among the IKEA factions.
Oh, so...
Now, I don't know the lore behind...
Oh, we've got stuff in the chest here. What do we got in the chest? Oh, we've got money! This is where they're stashing their money. And lemonade!
That's where the lemonade
was. Okay, so IKEA Alpha stole the lemonade. IKEA Beta has stuff back here. What is this? Bjorn, 600... Oh, gosh, I don't know what. Johanneton. Oh, probably just botched that name. 300. Bro, what is, like, is the Swedish thing... I don't know what the Swedish currency is.
I think it was like a krone?
Kroger? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Over here we've got the core. The core being the core of Cookie Mall, which powers its reactors and whatnot.
There's cookies in the reactor.
Oh, alright. It looks like we're reaching the top of the hour right now, so... Oh my god, we got a coffee shop over there. Looks like we've made a lap around them all pretty much. Yeah,
Made
we
2
have.
laps.
All right. We showed off all of the amazing builds that everybody had. Looks like we're ready to start the qualifying quite soon. Adam asking in chat, how's it going today in the closet, Lapis? Oh, it's going amazing.
You comfortable over there?
Oh, absolutely. I'm doing very good in here. Let's start
Good.
spectating this. We ready? Sweet.
Let's see when they start us off.
So here we go. We should be starting quite soon. Let me
there we go.
There we go.
In spectator.
Let me go teleport to fantasy and see where they are at. Oh my gracious, I switched into a different thing. All right. So here we go. All of the drivers around, all setting up, ready to go in various locations and whatnot. Looks like we may need a bit of snow here. Powder snow.
Seems they forgot about the wall here.
Off bits. All right. So let's see this here. We've got all the drivers lining up, getting ready to start their laps and whatnot. We got Soda Soaker lining up way back here. Do we have anybody way back here? We've got Techno Gustav all the way back by the Num Num courts. Back here. All right.
All right. Everybody's still in preparation.
Oh, we got Ozone coming all the way back here.
Oh, and there's the snow wall.
Hot spot. Oh, the snow wall did pop up.
It's up, and people are getting stuck.
They're what are they doing? All right, here we go. We've got the snow wall up and ready to go.
Onslaugh's thinking he's going to have an advantage being there.
Oh
I don't think you gain much speed there.
Going through. Oink! You're trapped.
Rest in peace, Oinked Man.
Oh my god.
They did mention that there would be a snow wall just before.
All right, there we go. I believe everybody here is set up and ready to go. So any second now we'll be starting qualifying. And so qualifying, how it's going to work is we have everybody here on the sidebar, right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drivers will be hitting the starting line very soon. Let's see them all go through. We've got Rocket Race in the lead, Zoom and Demonatic, Blue Leader falling behind, Ultro. We've got a lot of the faster drivers going in the back. We got Fantasy coming through. There he was. Soda Soaker came through.
Let's take a look at how the milk section will hold these people.
All right, in the back we got Gustav and Antonio.
Especially with the first lap where the chunks may not be
Here we
loaded.
go. Rocket Race coming through. Let's see how he deals with it. Demonatic going wide. A lot of people going deep. Nobody has fallen in yet.
Surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and there goes Ozone.
Our first person falling into the pool of gloom, Ozone. Oh, no, he won't be happy to see that. He's the only person to have fallen into the pit of the milk pool of gloom, which is quite good, actually. We got Oink getting stuck on the inside of the Num Num courts. Uh-oh. We'll see the drivers as they're coming through now.
How Ozone gets his first lap in, and if he'll even have enough time for another one.
I believe so. At least we give drivers get 2 chances and whatnot. Oinked, Captain Crafty's Ozone bringing up the rear. Not bringing up last place, though, as Nova's in slower. 2818 crossing the line, able to get ahead of that elimination spot. Antonio, yes? Question mark?
Let's see where Antonio's holding it.
All right, Antonio, yes, started a bit late and whatnot. Let's see. It looks like he'll only get 1 shot.
Rest in peace, Demonatic, who fell into the pit of gloom. Antonio, what happened?
Yes. Uh-oh. Antonio, yes, looks like he's reaching a little bit of a hold-up and whatnot. Uh-oh, that's not good.
That's not good at all. Let's see what happened there.
We have, anyways, drivers coming through, setting in really fast times. All right. Oh, Makuzan.
All right, looks like people are getting eliminated.
Uh-oh. All right. That's unfortunate
Rest
for
in
the
peace,
bottom.
Antonio.
Okay.
He has been eliminated. Ozone. Looks like that first fall into the milk of gloom has not
It's
panned
claimed
out well
him as
for
well. Unfortunate. All right, so, all right. A little bit of a confusion and delay at the start. Somehow Antonio ended up at the wrong cookie mall. That is interesting. Anyways, we have our first two fall. Antonio, yes, and Ozone. Next up in the elimination spot, we have P16 and P15 to be eliminated. Right now there, we've got Oinked and Zoom there. Oh, Hotspot falls into the milk pool of gloom. Unfortunate. Looks like he's up safe into spot 8. Fantasy is now pushing it. Soda Soaker, meanwhile, Fantasy did take the lead of the race, and now Soda Soaker now has the lead with a 50.2 seconds. 32 Gilo falling into the milk pool. A lot of these drivers coming around on their laps, I think they're now pushing it. And so they're making more mistakes than they were before. Oh, looks like... So Oinked and Zoom not able to improve in time. We're eliminated P16 and P15. Now we have Nova and Blue Leader, P14 and P13 on the line. Let's go see Blue Leader. I saw that he was up towards the front and whatnot. Blue Leader needs an improvement here. Ooh, he's getting stuck. He's lagging a little bit, it looks like. That's not good. I don't think he's up on his time either. No, he's not up on his time, so... Ooh. Blue Leader right on the bubble here. And Nova as well and whatnot. And P14. So here we go. Going through. I don't think we'll see a Blue Leader improvement. And he does not have enough time to do another lap. And so I believe we'll be seeing Nova and Blue Leader both eliminated. 2-8 falling into the milk pool of gloom. All right. So Nova has been eliminated, and in a second here, we'll see Blue Leader being eliminated as well. Big rip to these drivers. Bunch of drivers right here. Demonatic, Hotspot, Captain Noah, and Soda Soaker all going right into the milk pool. Let's see which ones make it through and which ones don't. Right now, we've got P12. Ooh, Captain Noah getting stuck. All the other drivers making it through, though. Very clean, very tight together. Up next in the elimination spot, we've got Demonatic, one of the people in this group right here, and 2818. Unmute. Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm back. Sorry. Was just saying we have Demonatic on the line here. Demonatic is able to improve, putting down Ultro into the elimination zone. That's not good for Ultro. 2-8 Ultro on that P12 and P11. Looks like they're not going to have enough time to finish.
I do have word from race control that Antonio, yes, will be given an additional 3 separate laps of quali due to a set of permissions being at issue.
Okay, I see that in chat and whatnot.
Indeed, I was trying to mention it earlier, but yeah.
Got you. I apologize. I might have to change. May have to change the change my keybinds a little bit. I think I hit period accidentally.
Rest in pieces.
Warning: P10 and P9 on the chopping block right now.
We're almost halfway there.
Absolutely. We've had 2-8 and Ultra getting their spots locked in. Right now we have Ons Huts and Demonatic once again on the line and whatnot. Let's go around and see where Demonatic is. We can follow him. It looks like he was not able to improve past Techno Gustav. They're both tied in time. However, Techno Gustav set a time before Demonatic, and so it looks like Demonatic won't have enough time to finish another lap. So we'll get in the rest of this practice for the next 10 seconds. Let's go look. So it looks like Ons Huts will be eliminated. Oh, Hotspot is falling into the pool of gloom. A lot of these other drivers are now pushing it and whatnot. Techno Gustav falls in. This is not good news for Techno Gustav. I think he needed to improve to save the next, be saved from the next elimination, happening in only 58 seconds. I don't think Techno Gustav will get another lap.
And that's very unfortunate.
Oh, especially because
unless by some miracle he can squeeze into 52 seconds.
I think so. He's not across the starting line. I don't think he'll have enough time. So it looks like we have now P8 and P7 on the chopping block, as seen in the chat and whatnot.
Oh, but he got it in.
Gustav will go around. Fantasy now setting the new fastest lap, finally overtaking Soda Soaker. We have the top 4 fight. Captain Noah also up there in P3, which will be good news for them. We'll take a short, after this qualifying session, we'll take a look at the standings and see where they are at, and we'll see what the terms are for the race. So Gustav only has now 15 seconds to finish this lap. I don't think he'll be able to do it, unfortunately. He's only 35 seconds into a 50-second lap. He only has 8 seconds left, so it looks like Gustav and Gilo will be the next ones eliminated. Gilo falling into the pool of gloom. No improvements coming from them. Up next, we'll see Captain Crafties, who looks like he will be able to get in a full lap. 32 Gilo being eliminated, and so is Gustav, about to finish the lap, but not on an improvement anyway. Unfortunate. So let's follow Captain Crafties for this lap, because he's the next on the chopping block, P5 and P6. Coming around, he's coming up to the milk pool of gloom. Hutspot, unfortunately, keeps falling into the pool of gloom. Actually, that's not good. Hutspot is also on the chopping block.
Hutspot is right now going to probably be the next one, and he's gone. And the chances to complete a lap in such a reasonable pace, it is now a far distant dream.
For Captain Crafties, of course, both Hutspot and Captain Crafties falling into the milk pool of gloom. He's sending it, trying to send it through the Num Num side. Not able to make it, trying to absolutely save this run. Oh, he's just practicing now. That is unfortunate. So we'll see our P6 and P5 confirmed in the race. 32 Gilo and Captain Crafties will make up these spots. Let's go see if we can try and find Hutspot. Now P5 and P4 are on the bubble. So this is big. This is Hutspot and Rocket Rays.
No, this is P4 and P3 actually. Hutspot has just been eliminated. Hutspot has been eliminated.
Oh my gosh, so now it's down to P4 and P3.
Down to Noah and Rocket.
So Captain Noah and Rocket Rays will be pressured to improve. Rocket Rays is not able to improve enough. I don't think he'll have enough time to finish. If we see he has 30 seconds left and he's on a 40. No, he will just barely miss out on this lap. Even if he nails this lap, I don't think he'll have enough pace to finish. So unfortunate. I think we'll see Rocket Rays getting 4th place. Captain Noah also not able to improve.
Rocket still has a slight chance. There's still time to make up.
I don't think so. He only has 10 seconds and he's at 37 seconds. So I don't think he can finish a 47-second lap.
You never know. Always have faith.
Let's see it. He's not on an improvement right now.
It's over.
It is all over for Rocket Race. Getting eliminated right before the start line. So here we go. Comes down to Fantasy versus Soda Soaker. Let's go see. I saw them fall over. I think they should be approaching. Both getting through. Soda Soaker is on a 0.2 second. He was even with his pace, but now he's 0.2 seconds behind. This is the driver's last lap. I don't think they'll have enough time to set in. Oh, Soda Soaker crashing out. Let's see if Fantasy is able to improve at all. Fantasy,
even if he were to improve, he's still in first.
So it looks like all the drivers throwing up the GGs. Unfortunate. All right, and so we have 19 seconds left of the... we have 19 seconds left of the qualifying session. Won't be enough for either driver to finish the laps and whatnot. Let's see if Soda Soaker is able to go through this milk section. He's got 2 seconds. He dies. He doesn't make it.
And it's over.
It is
there goes the timer.
Over.
And then we'll be giving Antonio 3 laps to drive around Cookie Mall. He has 3 and only 3 with, I believe, the snow wall. We'll see how he handles.
Antonio AS on AS Island. Oh my goodness.
The only condition he really has is to make sure he doesn't fall into the pit of gloom.
All right. I believe so. Here we go. All the drivers have been updated to adventure mode. Let's take a real quick look at the standing. Let me pop these up real quick. All right.
Alrighty.
So it looks like we only had 18 drivers here. However, we were supposed to have 20 drivers. So let's take a quick look at this point sheet. So here we go. Top 20 drivers who were not eliminated at the end of the last race. Now we have the bottom 6 drivers in the drop zone. But actually, interesting enough, in the standings, we have a lot of drivers who are very close to each other. 5 drivers on 15 points. And so technically, the bottom 3 drivers, 2818 Demonatic are on 14 points. Blue Leader barely making it past Northern Water Tribe on 12 points, not being eliminated by one single position. And then we have the 5 drivers on P15. So what do you think about those 5 drivers? What do you think they're feeling right now? Oh, am I muted? Lol, I'm muted. So, Jolly, I was just saying that the bottom 5, or there's 6 drivers going to be eliminated, and there's 5 drivers on 15 points and whatnot. So what do you think? Do you have any comments about that?
Any comments? Could you rephrase?
So we have the bottom 6 drivers going to be eliminated, and so right now in the drop zone is Blue Leader, 2818, and Demonatic. And the next 3 drivers are technically Oinked, Zinzoom, and Nova. However, those 3 are tied with Onshuts and Ozone, not quite in the drop zone.
I mean, well, it all depends. Ozone, as you saw, had a pretty awful qualifying, getting eliminated in the first set.
That's true. We can actually see the qualifying results right here. I think we'll have, obviously Antonio, yes, going around a couple more laps, but all these drivers are within 1 position of each other. In the drop zone, we have Ozone tied with everybody else, so I don't think he'll be happy. Oinked is actually
right
also
now
in
we
that
have
drop
Antonio
zone.
doing his time trial right now.
Oh, we do. Are we looking at the?
Started.
Are we looking at the console?
We'll be looking at the console to see what times he gets.
All right.
I'll be sure
good luck.
We'll see how he performs.
So Antonio, yes, somebody who's not quite in the drop zone, but he's not technically too far ahead of the drop zone. He's currently 3 points ahead. And so, he does want to perform quite well. If we take a look right here, right now he's mulliganing out 3 points, and the lowest amount of points that anybody's going to score this race is 3 points. We have 2 DNSs, which is interesting. I'm trying to figure out who those DNSs are. Here we go. Antonio, yes. All right, let's switch back to this screen.
Right, he's driving. He's starting his first lap.
Where'd he go?
I think you're behind.
Oh, am I behind?
I think so.
Oh, hello? Where did he go?
Oh, he's going backwards. What?
Okay, here he is. Okay.
All right.
Antonio, yes, here he goes. Right now, as I was saying, he's on P11 and whatnot. Looks like we're missing... Yeah, looks like we're missing Nito the First and Purple Toki.
Rest in pieces.
For these race. Oof.
We'll see how Purple Toki handles after standings here.
Yes, we'll have to see how they are at. I think, again, early on, a lot of people's performances early on are really helping them, kind of carry them through these rounds and whatnot. I think finally we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, all of these drivers have gotten good rounds. Oh, Antonio, yes, coming through. There we go. 2818. Being, yep. All right, so we have Antonio S coming around, trying to put down as fast of a lap as possible. He has 3 laps to make it happen. So this will be the complete of the first lap. Time. We'll see if we can get the time in the chat and whatnot, and then we'll compare it. All right, let me attempt to spectate Antonio, yes. Oh, one sec. Let me go out and then back in. There we go. All right. So we have Antonio Yes coming through. Let me put it back up to Quake Pro so we can see what's going on. He's coming through. So he was able to put in a 51.55. That's a pretty good time, actually. That puts him up to P13. He has 2 more laps to complete. Let me change my settings real quick. Sorry for the... Sorry, I had a keybind for mute in Discord that I needed to change. There we go. There we go. All right, so we have it coming up. Let's go see. He had a 52.1, so no improvement and whatnot. Still P13 holding right now. He has one more chance to set it as good as he can. He goes for the shallow route. The route that's close, the left route in the milk section, which is interesting. I think a lot of people were choosing the right route. He's coming around. One more chance. Oh, unfortunately, he crashes into the middle and whatnot. Big F, everybody throwing up Fs in chat. Let's go ahead and stop spectating. All right, so we have Antonio Yes getting P13 in the qualifying session. Let's go back and look at standings really quickly. Boom. We've got here F6. Yeah, there we go. So that does put that 51.55 first lap does put him behind 2818. As I said before, Antonio Yes is not really in the drop zone, but he's not too far ahead. This will set him up. A good result here will set him up better for future rounds. In the drop zone, we do have blue leader, though. P13, 2818, P12. Demonatic, actually, in the drop zone, but was able to get top 10. P9, which is a good result, I believe. He will hopefully hold that. Oinked and Ozone, 2 people tied for 15 points right now. Coming in P17 and P16. Sorry, P18 and P17 with Antonio Yes offsetting the bottom few drivers. So Nova, also another driver in the drop zone, and Zinzoom all in the drop zone. So all of these drivers, Ozone, Oinked, Zinzoom, and Nova, were all tied for points and whatnot. So they're going to be fighting each other quite fiercely, I believe. Next up, we have Ontuts also tied there. So there's a lot of drivers in this back here who are going to really be fighting for positions. Let me go ahead and turn back on my stuff. Gotta put my mods on. As you can see, I have a lot of them.
I was 0.55 down from the start, and I ended 0.5 down. That was
So let's go ahead here. I want to talk with some drivers here. Cinematic mode, TP, Zoom. Oh, game mode, adventure, Zoom. Hello.
Hello?
Restarting the server due to technical issues. I'll see you soon.
I can't hear
you. It looks like we're gonna restart the server due to technical issues. So.
No.
07. All right. So here we go. We can go on to the this one.
Good morning.
Oh, hello everybody.
Hello?
Hello.
Hold on a sec. Let me go out wide here.
I thought it was gonna interview me
I do intend to. TPA here. Zine Zoom. TPA here. Ozone. TPA here.
Hello?
All right. After
No,
some
he's
technical
teleporting you.
difficulties, a restart was determined to hopefully become our solution.
Sup,
True.
hello?
Yes. All right. I'm over here by the
We're in the
by the
drop zone,
big duck.
boys.
You on the duck? You under the duck? In the duck?
Below the duck. Hello, everybody. Hello. I was looking at the results, and it looks like you drivers are all bringing up kind of the rear, starting from the back today, unfortunately. And if you remember the results and whatnot, all 4 of you are actually tied to fight for the drop zone. Indirect.
Yeah.
All right,
This
so
isn't
like, do you have any strategies or anything you guys feel that, yeah, or I don't know, like anything you guys feel like you can do on the track to make up those positions?
I'll just try not to die.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's definitely a battle for survival.
Survival, interesting. What part are you surviving or trying to survive?
Myself. You know, going through the milk section is like literally man versus himself.
Oh.
Currently, my strategy is to be hyped up on half a gram of caffeine, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that,
prepared to crash after the race.
yeah, I've been at work all day, so this is not ideal. But ideally, that was just a unlucky lap. An unlucky occurs. I was actually like 1 second away from getting a better time before I got eliminated. So that was annoying.
That's
But it is what it is. We move.
Rest in peace.
I am definitely aiming for top 10.
Good
Because
luck
I think
with that one.
Absolutely.
No, I'm confident. These
luck.
motherfuckers don't know what's coming.
Like
Alright.
the amazing experience of absolutely choking the first lap and then getting too scared to commit through milk on the second one. And that's why I'm 8/10 slower than the next slowest person.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're too big. Like shaker uppers, I guess you could say, which is the milk section and the casino section, because you can just get absolutely destroyed if you just clip a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm. All right, well,
Almost this as much time as you can on the milk.
yeah. All right, well, absolutely best of luck to all of you drivers. Hopefully you're able to make up a little bit during the race. And yeah, best of luck out there.
Best of
Very
luck.
interesting. Is it do or be done?
Do or be done. It is time to do or die, I believe. It's gonna be exciting. I'll be keeping an eye on all of you guys. All right, best of luck.
Best of luck.
Ozone, do you know how much caffeine a human?
Alrighty.
All right, I actually saw Captain Noah coming up there in the back.
You were a little sneaky.
He's a sneaky snake. He's a sneaky snake. Let's see what he has to say. Noah! All right, Noah, you're actually
Hello,
coming out
welcome.
there. Quite a good result today, do you think? You happy with that?
Yeah, there were a few runs I could have done better, but I kind of bottled it. It's fine though.
It's all right. It's all right. So you're not really in the drop zone. Everybody I was just interviewing was kind of like sort of in that drop zone, sort of gonna be. They're all hurting for points. You're not really hurting for points in P7 with 22 points, tied with Purple Toki. So this P3 result, are you just hoping it sets you up, possibly, maybe even possibly launching you through to round 4?
I'm hoping to pass Toki and Gustav in this round, so I have higher chances for the next round. Because
Oh,
I
that's
know
good.
I'm like 1 point behind Gustav. So that's my goal for today's race.
You're gonna try to overtake Gustav, so you have your target set on Gustav.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, right now,
Alright.
you're in position. P3 scores the maximum amount of points without fastest lap, and so I think if you're able to hold on that position, that would be very good for you. Best of luck out there. Yes. Is there any specific strategies you're going to use during the race, or anything you're looking at in particular?
I mean, I'm in a call with Gustav, so I'll just sabotage him.
You're gonna trash talk him,
Nice.
right?
Keep your enemies closer. That is the moral of this story. Very nice. He's
Oh, and
targeting
no, a
the
very
guy.
specific thing. Be sure to take a screenshot while doing it.
I'll record the entire
True.
thing.
Savor the moment.
True. All right. Well, best of luck out there. Looks like we can join
you.
back to the All-Star server right now, and we'll be keeping an eye out.
Best
Alright.
of luck.
All right. Best of luck. Sweet. Here we go.
Beautiful.
All right. so-
Alright. Be sure to have an event spectated.
This is true. Let's spectate. All stars
R3, E3.
R3. You are no longer spectating. Will MSG the laser sloth?
We are
All good to go in 5 minutes. So it looks like the race is going to start about 5 minutes and whatnot. We can take. Let's go read. I'm gonna read some of the chat.
now that the quali is over. We should remove snow layer.
We should remove snow layer. That's a good thing. I think Zoom's got it. Zoom's on it. Don't worry.
All right, Z.
Zoom taking out here, doing admin's work, reminding everybody making sure that all of the reset regions work, falling in the ball pit of doom and the milk of gloom. So there we go. We can actually go around. I want to show off, actually. So we saw the milk pool of gloom, people that very often getting put into there. But here, we've got the ball pit of doom. Oh, we've got some signs here. Warning, we are not responsible for children sinking into the ball pit. So if we have drivers go in here and whatnot, they'll get a message and reset up to the top of fun. Lapis Lettuce has fallen into the ball pit of doom, and
There's
we also
another
have
one.
the sand pit of doom on the other side. So we have a little sandbox over here. We got a little ball pit over here, whatnot. This is a little feature of it. Looks like we've got some hollowed out cookies in there as well. Looking in behind, we've got Cookie Cathedral. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's very weird. You know, you have a church, you're right in front of a sand pit.
Right in front of a sand pit. Look, almost like they're trying to bait people into the sand pit.
Hmm.
Don't worry. True admins with flying abilities will make it through. They're the actual soft locking people out of the Cookie Cathedral. So they're up there at the top of the screen. You can see we're starting in about 3.5 minutes. So
Be sure to use the restroom
be sure
while
to
you
use
have
the
the chance.
restroom. Let's go, because we have a full race coming your way. Announcement.
Oh, and be
to
sure-
pit, you must drive into the yellow seats inside of the pit lane. That's where we actually started the stream.
You know, specifically the yellow chairs, you know, they're more of like a luxury seat because it's one of the better seats in the movie theater.
It's the one that's like you can escape the easiest in case of a fire.
Indeed.
In case of a fire, you can.
But it's
locate
also
your nearest
perfectly
exit.
level. It's perfectly level to the center of the screen.
Ooh, is it?
I mean, not perfectly, but you get the idea.
Close
At
enough
least
to
your eye-
perfectly.
At least, you know, for if you're like 7 feet tall, you can see it.
Yeah. All right, so they will have to pit inside these yellow seats and whatnot. Therefore, driving in right here, and then driving out, and they'll go back onto this, and they'll be on their merry way. They'll be able to see. Wait, let me look. Makuzin, they're cheering them on from the movie section. I hear a couple of drivers up here.
Oh. They seem to be in a time trial phase.
They're all time trialing, so it looks like a lot of drivers start from the time trial spot here, going through and out and getting the maximum speed across the start line. Reading chat a little bit. BitQ asking quite a long time ago, is this on BRWC? This is actually on Boat Labs, mc.boatlabs.net.
That's right, mc.boatlabs.net.
All right. Legos, first stream I've watched in a while. Welcome, Legos.
Welcome.
BitQ saying Noah the GOAT. Interesting. Very nice. He's cheering on. We know who BitQ's cheering on. Let's take a look one more time at the standings for the last minute and a half. Can I remember how to do my keybinds? I can. Let's go.
Let's see if he remembers.
I did. So right now, we had Fantasy on pole. Fantasy is 2 points behind Soda Soaker and Rocket Ray. Soda Soaker's on second place. Remember, the top 3 in the race score the same amount of points, and so it's kind of a sort of a Rocket Rays versus Soda Soaker situation. If Captain Noah is able to hold on to that third place position and Rocket Rays is down below the podium, we will see actually Soda Soaker re-overtake Rocket. And so that'll be interesting to see. Again, up next, P4, we've got 32 G-Lo. P5, we've got Captain Crafties, who's P6 overall, 1 point over 32 Gilo. So I think Captain... Ooh, there's a pretty big gap, though. 32 Gilos sort of has nobody around him in the
The
standings.
gap there may be. Do keep in mind, though, after elimination, some of these people didn't really have the chance to fully complete a fleshed out lap as they may have hoped. So we may see a different performance as we go into the race, especially those at the bottom.
This is true. This is true. A lot of the people at the bottom, a lot of the people I was talking about, Ozone, Oink, Zine Zoom, and Nova, those 4 people we talked at the bottom for, they didn't really have enough time. So, like, Ozone and Oink, they only got 2 laps. And so we might see a completely different beast out there from all of these drivers here today. This might not actually be an accurate representation of what they're capable of. And they have a whole race ahead of them to work it out. Not off to a good start, but let's see if they're able to make it up. So it looks like the timer has run out. Pretty soon here, we will be loading in the grid. We will be starting the race. Let me get to the grid spot, actually.
The grid is going to be on the highway, at least the end of the highway, where after releasing on the start, you'll follow up to a very long corner. And then, after that, a slight straight with a split going into the entrance of Cookie Mall.
This is true. This will start, the pit will start at the end of the highway, leading up to Cookie Mall. I'm loading in chunks right now. Leading up to the start of Cookie Mall right here. Brecky saying, I hope Hotspot stays in top 5 by the end of the race. Honestly,
Well, if he can squeeze in.
that is a good thing. Well, we kind of overlooked Hotspot and whatnot. Hotspot right now is P12. He's only 1 point ahead of all those 5 drivers with the 15 points. So he only has 16 points in P12. More technical. Oh, so an announcement from Race Control. Sorry for the delay. There are more technical issues. We'll let you know when the estimated time starts again once we determined. Apologies again. So, all right.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. Well, let's take another minute looking at the standings.
Well, I guess we can start judging people now.
We can start judging people. All right.
Full-on predictions. Call them out right now.
Full-on predictions for who do you think is going to make it to the next round and whatnot.
Bro, I'm not gonna be able to finish the race, and it's gonna be really sad.
Well, if we could look around here. Blue Leader's going to have to pull off some wild performances.
Some magic.
Why?
I know.
It'll be a miracle if he stays in for the next round.
I believe so. Blue Leader is definitely hurting very much for points and whatnot. And if we scroll all the way back up, can I look up round results?
Now, we also, I will say, it was a miracle last time that he was able to stay in for even this race.
True. He was in the drop zone, and he performed very well, getting top 10. I believe he ended up P9.
He's going to have to squeeze out more performance out of that.
Yep, he did end up P9. I think he will have to squeeze out a little bit more points because now he's 3 points behind the people at the lead of the drop zone. So scrolling up through, I think Blue Leader's hurting for points. Let's go through and look at some of the people we haven't looked at yet.
2818.
2818.
Also on the drop zone.
2818
Same
and
with
Demon Addict.
Demon Addict.
Oh, these drivers are hurting for points, especially because Demon Addict and 2818 are both 1 point behind the people in the drop
It
zone.
is
So
worth
they have
noting.
to perform particularly better than the other people.
It is worth noting, back and forth layer 2818 was one of those few people who did extra pits. And I do think that is ultimately what's going to hold them back here.
You thinking if he didn't do the extra pits back at the beginning of the race,
I think he'd be
would
at
have
least
scored
with
one more
extra
point and
one more or 2 more points. 1 to 2 more points.
Interesting.
I really do.
I know. I've said this a lot of times. Every single point in All-Stars is going to make a giant difference. And now we're kind of seeing it with 5 drivers being tied, all of them fighting to stay out of the drop zone. You know, Hotspot with that 1 point lead in P5 right now, like, he's in a very, very good spot to, overtake.
Indeed. In a very reasonable spot to even stay in for the next race.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we have...
But also, let's look at some other people who may surprise us coming into this race. Like, for example, 32 Gilo, Captain Crafties, Techno Gustav, and Captain Noah. All 4 of these drivers have the capacity to reach podium. Or at least have shown a record of even obtaining podium. and that
believe
can easily
so.
score them points, making them get even closer to Rocket, Soda, and Fantasy. Like 32 Gilo is only 3 points off
I'm
from
not going
Fantasy,
crazy.
He is. He is.
I hope fantasy.
and 5
Looks-
off from the top.
Because
All right.
they
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and interview some of the top drivers, other than Noah. Let me go
Sounds
into
like a
game mode
plan.
adventure. Let me put my FOV back to normal. TPA here. Let's see what Rocket Rays has to say about this stuff. Rocket, hello.
yes.
All right. Rocket, how do you feel after that qualifying session? You were able to get P4 and whatnot. You're currently sitting P1 overall in the standings, tied with Soda Soaker. However, Soda Soaker was able to get P2. So technically, if these positions stand, he would be ahead. How do you feel, or what are you thinking going into this?
Well, so the problem with that is, there was multiple laps in that quali where I was up on my PB and I just did something somewhere to mess it up. I think it was like 4 laps in a row that it happened.
Rip, it looks like we have lost a, looks like we've lost Rocket Rays.
Rest in peace, Rocket Ray.
Oh, it looks like the server's back up. Okay, so we can go back to server all-stars. Looks like Rocket thinks he's capable of more. Oh, we are here on the grid. Here we go.
Oh, we're on the grid. Be sure to spectate
Captain
the
Noah's
event.
game crashed. That is unfortunate. All right,
Don't forget to spectate.
Spectate.
Or
This is not the real start. This is not the real start. All right.
You're on the wrong. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
Let's
go.
All right. It has been reset a third
Fantasy
time.
saying wait chunks. Looks like Captain Noah is currently not in the game. His game crashed. Hopefully he can get back online pretty soon so we can get this race started. Here all the way in the back of the grid we got Ozone. This is where the grid is. All right. So it says race will start at 45. That is approximately 3 minutes from now, and we will be starting the Cookie Mall race. Let me load in my own chunks.
Chunks these days always need to be prepped.
They do need to be prepped and whatnot. So let me load in these all these beautiful shops in this mall real quick. Jolly, do you think we're gonna get any upsets? Do you think there's a
Well-
possibility for any upsets in this race?
There's always a chance with that milk pool.
I believe so.
Anything can happen. All it requires is a little consistency, not speed.
Okay. Do you believe that any of the top drivers are gonna end up sending it a little too hard? We see
For sure.
Soda Soaker and
Absolutely.
Rocket Rays both going into the milk pool.
If the mock race is anything to go by, is that a lot of these top drivers tend to be very risky in how they approach challenges. And in
Mm.
doing so with the milk pool, oftentimes find themselves running into a straw before hitting the ground.
Yes, this is true. So, Oinked also splashing into the milk pool of gloom.
We'll see how that holds up for Ozone, because Ozone did get eliminated only because he fell in twice in the milk pool of gloom during quality.
Right, he didn't make it through. I wonder if these drivers will learn from their mistakes or if they're going to try to keep up a pace that may simply be too fast for them, too unreasonably fast for their own skill level. We'll have to see. Because especially in qualifying, you do kind of want to send it. You do kind of want to be the fastest one. I think the drivers at the bottom may have sent it a little too hard, too early on, instead of getting first a safe time and then starting to send it. We saw Demonatic, I think, was a good example of somebody who got a safe time, and then when he was on the bubble, he was able to improve up a few positions and get a few more laps in. Sort of just survive the first couple eliminations. But in the race, it's a lot more about consistency. And so
Absolutely.
I think, yes, I believe some of the drivers, if they choose not to fully send it, they might see more results and whatnot. Because especially in the bottom four drivers being Nova, Oinked, or bottom 4 in qualifying. Yeah, it's being Nova, Zine, Oinked, and Ozone. They're all tied.
Yeah.
And so they are going to be directly fighting against each other to stay in All
British Boy
Stars.
2,
Grid is loaded.
581.
Hold W.
Here we go.
Hold W, Noah.
And now, for a lot of these
Grid.
drivers in the back, it is do or die. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness.
Especially for a lot of these people.
Absolutely. I'm thinking
That's how narrow
especially
the
these,
points are.
especially these back 4. It is now do or die for all of these drivers, and they will be directly competing against each other. So keep an eye. And Onsuts isn't safe either. Onsuts is also tied, having a little bit more of an advantage, getting P10 and whatnot. But he's only starting, you know, what, 40, 50 blocks ahead? That's nothing in terms of blue ice.
Indeed.
Here we
Especially
go.
with all these speeds.
All right.
And anything can still happen. The race has not even started yet.
Here we go. 28 laps, 3 pits of Cookie Mall. Here we go. We are now
And
underway. They're off, going into the first corner and whatnot of the starting grid. Let's see,
Let's see how they handle the split.
drivers coming through. Oh no, Hutspot getting bumped down. That is very unfortunate. Oh no. That is all dropping all the way down to the back. Antonio, yes, crashing out. Unfortunate. A lot of drivers coming through. Let's see how the drivers deal with this.
Shit. I got
Fantasy
fucked.
going through here. Soda Soaker going... Oh, interesting
Fantasy
wall
with an
tap.
immense lead.
Fantasy, I wouldn't say immense lead. He's in tandem with Soda Soaker for the lead of the race. A lot of the drivers going around. A lot of the positions getting shaken up. Here we go. Coming through. All right, let's see this first milk section of the race.
All right, let's see how they handle in tandem with each other. They're
Going
both going for the
through
same way,
full
and they
send.
both make it.
They both
Oh
make it.
my
Soda
gosh.
going a little bit wide, though. Still kind of in tandem. Let's go back through and see all the other drivers, how they handle it. Well, I haven't seen any messages in chat yet.
Nobody has fallen in. Oh, but
Oh,
there goes
Gustav
Gustav.
got bumped in. Oh, no. Gustav going
now
down to
he's at the
dead
back.
last. All right. That's good news for Captain Noah, who wanted to overtake him.
And
Very
here he
unfortunate news. Ooh, Oink crashing into Num Num. Fantasy setting the fastest lap. Soda Soaker going in for a pit, saying no thank you to that tandem battle. So here we go. Into the pits. Let's see where these drivers come out. Rocket
We
Race
also have
right
Rocket Race
behind.
Yes.
Soda and Rocket. Captain Noah also coming in. Ooh, Captain
Hi,
Noah
Soda.
fell off quite a bit. Unfortunate. So it looks like he's not that far ahead of... Ooh, Ozone getting crashed out. That is unfortunate. So it looks like a lot of these drivers are coming out into a lot of free air. I think pitting was not a bad idea for Soda Soaker, who has a 4-second gap to Ozone.
That's not bad at all.
I'm wondering where the leaders are now coming through. I'm seeing chat staying quite clean. Not a lot of people falling into the milk loom. Oh no!
Maybe they finally learned their lesson from Quali. Oh, and there goes Soda and Ozone.
Soda also falling in. That's not good news for Soda Soaker. Or that's really good news for Fantasy, actually, because they were in tandem when
even
Soda
for
went to
Rocket.
pit. And even Rocket,
for
that's
Rocket,
true.
who's now making ground on.
That's true. Every time you fall into the milk pool, that is very unfortunate. So Fantasy coming through, setting a 50.7 second lap. I think Fantasy's full sending it through. He is not necessarily being safe at all. He's going as fast as he possibly can. A little bit behind him, we have 32
Soda's going in
as
for
well.
another pit, but he fails the pit entry.
Uh-oh! Rocket Ray's now completing the fastest lap. Oh my goodness, if Soda not...
50.3, holy.
Ooh, Oinked falling into the pit of gloom again and whatnot. We'll see. I don't think it was a good idea for Soda to pit.
No, it definitely wasn't.
I don't think so.
Especially now, he's going to be directly behind.
He's going to be
He's going to be
right
in traffic.
in the middle. Here comes Crafty's coming out. Now, Soda Soaker's ruining Crafty's race. Soda Soaker now coming out into the middle of a lot of people. Coming out right behind 32 G-Lo. This might not be a bad position, to be honest. These drivers are at a fast pace. Soda Soaker's
But even
kinda
for
just
Soda, for
sabotage.
somebody like Soda, it's still going to be difficult.
I do think so. I think he does have a faster pace. We see G-Lo. Oh!
But now we also do have Fantasy, who is in front of Soda, further down along that train,
that
who is stuck behind
sucks.
a NVXA.
Yep. Looks like Soda Soaker had to disconnect and whatnot. Looks like he couldn't
No.
finish the race. That is very unfortunate. Oof.
Rest in pieces, man. May your soul
Rest in peace.
That's crazy.
He's gone.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, looks like he couldn't finish the race. And so now here we go. Fantasy in for pit number 1. Let's see where Fantasy is compared to, I guess, Rocket? Yeah.
I do think the plan here for the fastest lap is to pit. Because starting in from the pit entry gives you a better position to start for the fastest lap.
You know,
And that's why you saw Rocket get the fastest lap just recently.
that is actually fair. It does save a lot of time. So Fantasy with a bunch of open space. Zinzoom falling into the milk pit of gloom. That's not good news for him, as he's one of the people on the bubble. Let's see where Oink comes out. 2A also falling in. Actually, let's go ahead and okay, never mind. Let me see Fantasy. He's going for the fastest lap right now. Let's see where Oink ends up coming out ahead of a lot of people. Ooh, I think Fantasy's going for this fastest lap point right now. He's full sending it through here. I think he might be able to get it. So we see Oink come out ahead of Zinzoom and ahead of Nova and whatnot. Very good position for him to be in. It looks like they're not that... unfortunately for Onsutz, who's also tied for him, looks like Onsutz is not that far ahead of the other drivers with 15 points. Ooh, it's going to end up being close. Let's see. That's
and there
true.
we go.
There it is. There it is.
50.1.
50.1 seconds, which honestly, I think it could be beaten possibly on an open lap.
It is definitely beaten. It is beatable.
But will you need to start from the pits? Will people need to go into the pits? Fantasy
Most
got
likely.
a good full lap of clean air and whatnot. Let me go ahead and go see Oinked right now. Coming through right ahead of Nova by only 2.3 seconds. So we'll see Nova come through. These drivers directly fighting against each other. Blue Leader and Zinzoom also coming through. Blue Leader needing an amazing result. So Blue Leader, I think he's going to need to make up some spots. Zinzoom directly fighting against the other drivers. Looks like 32 Gilo also leading the race is coming up behind all these drivers.
Taking the alternative.
Taking the alternative safer route. Rocket Rays coming
Xenon
through.
and Blue are fighting ahead of me.
Looks like Rocket Rays is a full lap behind
I'm going to take my last pit
Gilo. Ooh, Rocket Rays saying that he's going to have to go in for a pit to get out of this danger.
But now, is he going to be able to take that opportunity of pitting to make a faster lap than Fantasy?
It's true. Gilo going in
Gilo
for the pit.
Let's go.
That
Okay.
was not the worst decision.
That is not the worst
is really
decision.
slow, though.
Let's go look into the pits and whatnot. Beer saying maybe you should have explained how the pits work. The pits work by going in the green and coming out the red. So we'll see Gilo. After you go in the green, you come around and you go and you have to pit on the yellow chairs and whatnot. And then you come out and we'll follow Gilo now, who is on one pit and is behind Fantasy by approximately 7 seconds. Oh, unfortunately, comes out right behind Ozone. Ozone also one of these drivers fighting. Looks like Ozone's actually ahead of Onsutz. So Ozone's one of those 15-point drivers fighting. Ooh.
So far, people are avoiding the pitfall of the Milk of Gloom. Oh, but there goes 32 Gilo. Right as I say it.
Captain Crafty's coming through. Actually overtaking Gilo. All right, so Crafty's, it looks like he's net second place right now. Wow. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, 2-8 going in for his second pit.
2818 is going
That
in for his
gives-
second pit.
That, yes.
Okay,
Or,
Onsut's
no, wait, did
also
he just
going
get
in
first?
for a pit.
He's going for his first. Oh, that was his first.
Okay, yeah, 2818 completing his first pit and whatnot. I do believe somewhere in the chat it was explained
Yes.
how the pits work. Long time ago.
Now let's see if we can find more action.
No, I just did my last pit.
Rocket Ray is going in for his third
Bro, the
pit.
Oink Oink race, I got bumped into the pit
Already.
when I already had all my
Yeah,
gonna
he
be
did
using all
decide
his
to go
pits
in for his
early.
pit to get out of
That's
the
what-
Zine Zoom.
Now the
Okay.
question is, will it be worth it? Because he's now between Crafties and Ozone with a 32 Gilo right behind him.
So now Rocket Ray's a full lap behind, almost a full lap behind Crafties and whatnot, but 2 pits apart again. All right. Ooh, Rocket actually boat tapping off from Ozone. It looks like he's in danger. Yeah, he gets pushed a little bit wide. Let's see if they both. Ooh, Rocket deciding to follow Ozone.
Ozone.
Jeez.
That is dangerous. I'm amazed they haven't fallen in.
That's very aggressive, not gonna lie. Holy moly.
And let's see how they go through the nom.
They go through
So
relatively
far, they're
clean.
pretty well spread.
Yep, that's
And
true.
now-
Demon Addict going in for his first pit. We'll see where he comes out. Looks like he's going to come out behind a lot of these drivers and whatnot. He'll come out behind Crafties. Let's see if
He'll
he
be
comes out
behind
behind
Noah.
Gilo and Noah. We're right next to each other. It looks like he will come out behind Captain Noah and 32 Gilo. Demon Addict coming out in 9th place. All right. Onsut's falling into the Milk Pool of Gloom. That's unfortunate, as he's one of those drivers fighting directly against a lot of people.
Oh, and Rocket
raises.
almost fell in.
What is Rocket doing?
That was a close one.
Rocket having a very close call.
Keep doing that.
No sweat, no sweat.
And we'll see.
Oh, Rocket making it through and whatnot. Just barely ahead of
Yeah, same with
Crafties
those
again. So, interesting. It looks like Rocket's only... no, he's about 7 seconds. Sorry, he's about 7 seconds behind Gustav. Here we go. But he doesn't have clean air to Gustav because he's right behind Ozone, who's currently up in 4th place on 0 pits. Rocket is on 3 pits right now.
But if you do look,
I think
Fantasy
might
is
have to settle
just
for
on the
P2.
horizon, being possibly held up by Gustav and Onsut's.
Oh, this
Or
is
just further ahead.
true. So Fantasy's coming around. Oi.
And
32
Gilo back
Gilo
in.
falling into the Milk Pool of Gloom. Right, we've got Onsut's and Techno Gustav on 2 pits. Fantasy on 0 pits right now. Let's see if Techno Gustav decides to go in for a pit. He does. Fantasy decides to not follow, so Fantasy will have to follow him for a lap. Techno Gustav going in for his 3rd pit. Rocket Rays will be coming through well
Oh,
ahead.
I'm a second faster than Ozone. Why is he going so slow?
I'm still watching the Ozone Rocket thing.
Yep. I'm now
It's a
kind of
constant
keeping an
pushback.
eye on Onshut's. Ooh, Onshut's falling into the
Onsut's
Milk Pool
left
of
the
Gloom.
game. Is that a rage quit or was that a disconnect?
We don't
Regular.
quite know. Ozone falling in. Will that let Rocket Race through?
Oh, thank
Rocket
God.
Race does get through.
Oh my God.
Ozone
okay,
will
planner,
come out
planner.
in front. Nope, Crafties does get by.
Now let's see if Rocket can catch up to Fantasy.
All right. So yes, now it is Rocket
yeah.
versus Fantasy. Fantasy
He's so
is
slow.
on 1 pit. Let's go see. Fantasy is
Where even is he now?
Fantasy is leagues ahead of
Oh.
Rocket. Okay, never mind. Fantasy has way ahead of Rocket.
It was just a few moments ago he was only a corner away.
True.
Well, looks like 2-8 managed to get in between the two.
Right, 2-8 is in between. Here we go. 2-8-1-8 coming through. We've got Rocket Race falling into the Milk Pool of Gloom. Will this give an option for Crafties to go by now? Crafties is now ahead of Rocket Race,
Right.
pushing Rocket out
It's
wide.
over.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, Noah
Messed up
falling in,
now.
giving 32 Gilo back the original position he had previously.
Also, Demon Attic also coming through in front of Captain Noah. So Captain Noah falling in. Ooh, every time you fall in, it is
deadly.
It is deadly. It is very costly and whatnot. I think this is the reason why Fantasy is so far ahead. I don't believe we've seen Fantasy fall in once. And he's also able to send it through full speed every single time. So that's very difficult pace to keep up with, even for the other top drivers like Rocket Rays and such.
But so far it seems like people are taking it safe on the milk section.
I believe that's not a bad idea.
No, far
All Stars
from it.
is all about consistency. Here we go through 32 Gilo. Coming in, will he be able to make it across again? He does seem to make it through. No problem. Demon Addict going out. Oops. Demon Addict going out wide, taking the other route. Let's go see here. Here comes Oinked. Able to wall tap, wall tap.
Onsets is confirmed, DNF'd.
This is true. All right, we have. Who's this? Antonio Yes coming through. Where is Antonio Yes? Antonio Yes in 9th place. First, Fantasy coming in for his second pit. Ooh, that's a good thing to look at.
Oh, let's see where he comes out in.
Fantasy will come out behind Oinked, behind Antonio Yes. Bumping, will he lose another position to Gustav? Actually, some reason taking the other route. Good thing,
but
too.
Gustav
Gustav was
looks to
able to
be
make it through.
But now they're in tandem. Oh, but Fantasy's got more speed.
Fantasy does have more speed, does overtake Rocket falling into the milk pool of gloom again. Unfortunate
Rest
for
in
him.
peace.
Fantasy
Following-
versus Gustav right here. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. Let's see, they're coming through. Both going into the tap. Both coming through relatively clean. Fantasy having a little bit higher exit speed. Gustav's now in trouble. Not getting a good setup for this corner either. Eventually, I think he'll be pushed wide. He's still holding on. He's being
Either
pushed
he's
wide.
going to push wide or have to let go.
Oh,
We'll
and
see.
he is now out of tandem.
There we go.
Oh, he crashes. Unfortunate. 2818 completing his third pit. Where will 28 versus Techno Gustav come? Looks like
Now,
Gustav
Gustav's fellow
is
Swedish,
by...
Is right behind him in Zinzoom. Zinzoom decides to make a pit instead.
Zinzoom going
Decided
in
it's not
for
worth
a
fighting
pit.
And now 2-8 regrets pitting. Because
Absolutely.
now he's stuck behind Gustav.
28 is stuck behind Gustav now. Let's see where Captain Noah versus Zinzoom's coming. Where is Captain Noah? Captain Noah seemed to be good pace. Captain Crafties is coming through. Oh, Captain Noah is much far behind. Ooh, Captain Crafties.
Oh,
having to
Fantasy
deal
closing
with...
in.
Ooh,
Here comes Fantasy onto Antonio and Mark. So
Okay.
it seems like Fantasy just got bumped recently there. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Fantasy
they're
does
gonna be-
decide to go in.
Oh!
He goes in for his third pit now.
And that's
Demon
already
Addict-
half the...
Wait, excuse me. Demon Addict ahead of Fantasy? Okay, so Demon Addict's only on
Addict-
his second pit. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Only slightly.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. How is Demon Addict in the lead? No. Let's see where Demon Addict versus Captain Noah is. That's a big battle. Looks like Demon Addict is out ahead of Captain Noah. Let's see what Fantasy's air looks like. He pitted right behind. It looks like he'll have a little bit of clean air. Okay.
I do have a couple people who still haven't pitted. We'll see how they fall down. Specifically
True.
with
We have
Ozone and
Ultro,
Ultro.
We have Ozone. Ozone has stayed out the whole time, being one of those drivers fighting for 15th. Watching Fantasy. Uh-oh. Fantasy's connection,
Fantasy.
maybe. I don't think he's holding up anybody. He's one of the fastest drivers of the race, and right now he's in clean air. So, fortunate that he is in clean air. Hopefully he doesn't end up getting into this dirty air. It looks like ahead of him, though, Captain
Is
Noah being
Ultro
held
and-
up by
Noah.
Ultro.
And Ultra will have to pit in the coming laps here.
True. I think there's a little bit of time and whatnot. Ultra's only on lap 19. He'll start lap 20. I think he has 9 laps left. He has to complete 3 pits. Captain Noah saying no thank you, going in for his third pit. Let's see. Fantasy's right behind him. I believe Rocket Rays will also get by Captain Noah. Rocket Rays coming
now
through now
begin
ahead
to
of
see-
Ozone.
We begin to see how the early pitters and the late pitters handle. Now that we've gone through this cycle of pitting. Noah
True.
coming out of the pit behind Antonio and Oink.
But ahead of Techno Gustav, who's coming through the starting line right now. So we're starting to see, with quite a few laps left, 9 laps left, it looks like a lot of people are using their pits. I wonder if it's tough to find clean air on this track.
Could also just be the milk.
It could be. It could be drivers switching it up and not being behind. Like, I think so.
It also may be some sort of strategy at play.
It could
Maybe
be.
they're hoping
It could
to
be.
get a slight edge by being early.
All right, here we go. Ozone coming around behind Rocket Rays. Does not decide. Oh, it does decide to pit. Okay, never mind. Okay, so Ozone, one of the last
for the
drivers
first pit.
going in for his first pit. He pits, turns around. He comes
Ultra
out. Let's
still-
see where he comes out. Oh, he's dropping down a lot of positions. We have 32 Gilo, Oinked,
Here
Antonio,
comes
yes, all
Gustav.
passing him. Gustav comes through. Where's Nova?
Unlap.
looks like Nova's quite a ways behind.
And
Nova's in
he's out
tandem
of
with
the pit.
Demonatic, so he's ahead of Nova and whatnot. So that's good news for him. He is at least ahead of Nova. He's behind Oinked, though, who is fighting with that in that 15-point group. Whew.
I think his plan may backfire for him.
Let's see. So I think the next person Ozone's directly fighting ahead of him is Oinked and whatnot. And right now, there's quite a substantial gap between the two, being about 17, 18-ish seconds. Now also fighting. Oh, here we go. Captain Crafty's in for his second pit. Let's see where Captain Crafty's is versus Demonatic.
He's coming out of the exit, starting now.
Oh, Crafty's
the
is
blue ice.
way ahead.
He is.
He is clear. You think Captain Crafty's will go for fastest lap?
I doubt it.
I
really
doubt it, but I'll follow him for a lap. We'll see where he goes. Antonio
He'll
Yes
be
also going
behind
in
it.
for his second pit, I believe.
It is worth noting that 2818 is not too far away from Captain Crafty's.
This is true. This is
a little
true.
further ahead. Though we'll see if Milk has any impact. Doesn't look like it though.
Crafty's is taking it safely. I think he's going safe, not trying to push this one fastest
Oh,
lap.
but Ozone just
falling in
behind.
behind. That is not good news because Nova was not far behind Ozone.
Now he's in fight with Demonatic, but it looks like Demonatic gave up early.
Nova coming out of the pits on his second pit. Right behind Captain Noah, who's on a slightly faster. Zoom also falling into the pit of gloom. Oh boy, losing a position to Rocket Rays. Let's go look
And
at
this doesn't look
Rocket.
good for his chances at making top 10, just like he wanted.
No, it doesn't. Oh. Here we go. Let's go ahead and spectate.
Oh, NVXA giving way for Gustav. It looks like Nova's trying to play nice.
Go ahead and spectating fantasy.
That's-
I will be right back.
Alright. I guess we'll take a look at what Fantasy's up to. Right now, behind Oinked and I believe that's Antonio. Coming into the Nom Nom section. Both of them still holding in. And it looks right now that Antonio and Oink are in tandem with each other going into the start-finish. And here we come down to... Looks like Mark gave up, decided to pit. Alright, now we're going through B-Mart. See how Fantasy holds up to Antonio. Taking the left round, but looks like Fantasy going for the right. Will that make a difference in positioning? No, it doesn't. Now we're going into the... Getting past the on-season sign. Into the Nom Nom. Let's see how they both go right. But it looks like... Ooh, Fantasy's closing in that gap a bit. Now we're coming up to the cookie jar. Both make it around to the start-finish without an issue. Now coming around to the fun. Oh! They're going in. Going into the milk. Both hit the wall tap. Looks like Fantasy didn't even bother to try the boat tap for it. Race Control is now reminding that last lap pits are unacceptable. And so a lot of these people are going to start pitting for their final laps. Let's see here, they're still fighting with Antonio. It's still ongoing. Alrighty. And here we come along to the start-finish. Looks like they both still make it through, like they're still at it. Neither of them have pits to give. So this can go either way. Though it looks like Antonio does have one more pit, and he will have to pit this lap or the next. Both going into the milk in opposite splits, but it looks like Fantasy gains nothing out of it. But now they're in tandem. Let's see how they go into the Nom Nom in tandem. Still in tandem so far.
Ooh.
Nom Nom.
I'm back now.
Look, yeah.
Looks like
Welcome back.
Fantasy's trying to aim for Antonio. Yes, getting boat lagged a little bit. Coming up to the last couple laps and whatnot, we have Ultra and 32 Gilo in for the
We
pits.
also, by the way, had an announcement from Race Control. Last lap pits are still unacceptable.
No last
Please
lap
do them.
pits. So it looks like Hotspot.
And it looks like Antonio will have to pit this lap.
Antonio will have to pit this lap. Hotspot will also have to pit this lap. Ultra and Blue Leader, same thing. Oh, Fantasy's now by. Antonio, yes.
Rest in peace. Oh, wait. It's still not over yet. Antonio still has a slight lead over Fantasy right now. Going up to the Nom Nom. Both are in tandem, still going right. Though it looks like Antonio went a little wide there. That's a little very close for comfort for even Fantasy, I would say. But now Antonio does have to go to the pit. And he does, albeit with a rough entrance. And followed by Ultra right after him. Here comes Hotspot right out of the pits. Looks like it'll be behind Crafties. And we're coming down to the final lap of the race. Let's see where Antonio ends up. Oh, how's he interact with Oink? Will he come ahead? Will he be behind? It looks like he's cutting ahead. And now for Gustav, who just got bumped. I didn't see by whom, but he got bumped. But NVXA making way for him again. It seems like NVXA is like, yep, I'm ready for my elimination. I made it this far. Now it's time to retire. And now the final laps. Here we go. Looks like our top 3 have been selected. And don't forget to unmute yourself while speaking.
Hope the next track won't be as.
Gotcha. Perfect. Alright, I'm still keeping an eye on. Oh, Mark is in real delight after winning the race. Though I do gotta say, this race has shown itself to be not as eventful as I was thinking, but still eventful nonetheless.
Honestly, though, this track is dog water.
Right now, we're just waiting on NVXA, who's going to be finalizing the positions. I think it's more than enough reason to let him finish. And we'll see how he finishes. Because he is still going. He's chugging along, making his way past the on-season sign. And headed his way down to Nom Nom. So far, making it through Nom Nom with ease. Making around to the final corners. So far, nothing slowing him down yet. And here he comes to the finish line, and it's over.
Second, and you started third. I should be able to finish in front of.
Now let's
all
see
three of us did the
who
false
chose.
straight at the beginning and did not.
Let's see what podium they chose.
I got fucked at the beginning too.
I
the left route.
I saw that.
Bro, I was so pissed.
Cheers, bro.
Were you in a call with Xenix?
Yeah.
You were gonna try to. Xenix is trying to bump me.
No, I
wasn't
didn't
he?
do shit. I didn't do shit.
Fuck.
True,
I never said.
Now let's
the
see
words.
if anybody pulled some miracles out of this. If anybody from the bottom.
All I heard was,
really
I could try to bump Rocket.
yeah, but I.
So it
didn't
sounds like a
say it.
disappointment
That
from
wasn't me,
Ozone.
man.
No, I just I saw he said he was competing with Rocket, so
What
I said,
podium,
yeah,
Fantasy?
I could bump him. Yeah, I could bump him.
I'm picking the cookie.
Oh, Fantasy's
Okay, let's
choosing
get up
the
there.
cookie.
I'm
Jolly.
taking the cookie.
All right, we're climbing up.
Jolly.
I
Am I
haven't picked the
safe?
cookie.
Am I? Oh,
Yeah, has to be. Has to be the cookie.
Oh fuck.
I'm scared.
Let's go.
Ozone, are you out? No way, bro.
Am I out?
Get Rocket, get on your spot. Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to do. Dumbass.
Where's Crafties? Crafties, get your.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
And there we
Dude,
have it.
since you'd be funny,
Oh,
pick
I
another,
got
pick
our
another one. I'll
top
say, I
three.
don't want this one.
No, no. You know, you gotta do
Lapis.
this one.
Well
Lapis.
done, Vince. You
Congrats
broke
on
the streak. How does it
selecting.
feel?
Lapis.
Congrats on the
Well, I mean,
victory.
okay.
Am I
Congrats on
out?
the
No,
podium.
don't worry about it.
I can't do
Definitely
math.
You're crazy on
Able to
this
give
one.
some interviews going.
It's up to you, Rocket.
There you go. There you go. Now I'm here.
Let's start throwing snowballs.
I think that officially means that. Oh no, we still have one more race. Never mind.
Wait,
I
who
was
goes
gonna say.
fastest lap? It has to be Fancy.
Fantasy
Yeah,
did.
I did.
He got a 50.1. Sweaty, sweat, sweat.
50.1?
That was not crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Was it out of the pit though?
It was out of the
How many times did you lose the?
Because I didn't want to do that.
How many times you missed a skip? Because for me it was one.
Twice.
And that was with you. We failed together.
Twice. I failed it.
I missed it 3 times in a row because
Yeah,
one was
bro,
because of
Wait,
crafties,
there's-
one was because of ozone, and another one was because of ozone. When I was trying to get
Damn.
past him.
Yeah.
I fell twice in a row, pretty much on my own too, and I just was like, okay, focus
Oh
up
my
again.
That was a race.
I'm gonna say right now, you did
was
get
entertained.
kind of lucky in
I don't
this
know about
race.
y'all.
Like
Yeah, we're back
you
on
you
the
did
track.
drive fast, but
I'm
you
back.
did get lucky.
Welcome back.
We
You
all.
used your
Thank you,
hits
thank you.
early.
Shall we get some
I
interviews
was
underway?
trying not to get
Oh,
bumped
what a
in the
recovery,
beginning.
I guess we
dude.
can.
Yeah.
What a
And
recovery.
then I-
Let's kidnap them over to
I'm gonna kidnap him over to Mikey.
to Mikey. You want to take the top floor?
Yes.
My ping was bad.
Hey!
Oh, wait. Yeah! Let's go!
Able to work your way back up in the. I think you led everybody
think
with
I've-
15 points. You're in the lead of everybody with 15 points. You beat Ozone, you beat Zine, you beat Nova, and whatnot. So I believe you're able to get through to the next round. Top 10? Top 10, 9th place.
Potentially,
Yes, dude.
How does it feel?
Oh my goodness. I feel like an underdog, dude. Yeah. I was so laggy this race, but I did get a little lucky with the pit strategy. I just called in a pit simply because I had lots of traffic in front of me since I started 17th. So
Yep.
I pitted, got into some clean air, set my own pace, and then yeah, I got 9th. I'm really happy about it.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. I think everybody else is. It's gonna be a close one, but I believe we'll have to get these standings updated. I think we'll be seeing more of Oinked in the future. Very well job.
Oh,
Very
boy.
nice job. Very good job. Let's go, and I'm gonna
Alright.
go ahead and also interview. Why don't I actually interview Captain Crafties and whatnot?
All right, the
Crafties!
podium guys.
Oh, a different bike.
Crafties! You're able to get top podium again. Is he there? What
Yes.
the?
Yeah. I had to.
Oh, there we go. He had to get the other mic. He had to get the
Yeah,
other
because
mic.
then it's consistent over the streams.
It is.
Yes.
So able to get podium again. How do you feel
Yeah, I
about
know.
that?
I'm just kind of cracked.
You just kind of cracked. Now,
No,
we're-
I think the strategy was on point today. Like, I messed up one lap. I messed up 3 times, but other than that, all went well.
All right. So were you actually pushing the pace as fast as you possibly could, or were you trying to take the milk section? Is the big talking point. Were you trying to take that more consistently, or were you pushing as fast as you possibly
No,
could?
the milk section isn't the problem for me, to be honest. The
Really?
real problem that was for me was the, like the where all the chairs and stuff under tables. Like,
Got
I
you,
smacked into the
understood.
middle of that so many times, and I only did it, I think once or twice this race.
Were you
I messed
so
that up
if
more
that
than-
if that was the hold up point for you, were you trying to absolutely send it through there as fast as you can, or were you specifically focused on not crashing?
Not crashing. I didn't want to crash, and I think that worked out. But I was racing Rocket, but eventually I had to give up and defend for Hotspot instead. Also, there was one point where I was ahead of Fantasy for some reason, so I was very confused, but that quickly went away again.
Yeah, I think it
It's
happens.
crazy.
All right, let's get Fantasy
Cover
and
up.
Rocket over here.
Oh.
Our other two
Okay.
podium people and whatnot. Fantasy
Oh,
out here,
you're standing in the right position.
absolutely quite able to just dominate this whole race.
Oh, no, he was not dominating.
Okay, but like,
He was
Okay,
4
I got
seconds
back
before
markers
us.
look,
at the
okay,
end, which is
okay,
what put
yes.
me back
In
with you.
terms of the
I got back markers at the start.
Okay, so maybe in terms of dominating, I'm looking at he got fastest lap, he got pole position, and he like won the race. That's
You
what
smell
that's
some-
more of what I'm doing, because like I did look at the
Yeah.
gap, and there was only a 4-second gap in between and whatnot. But anyways, Fantasy, how did you feel about this track? How did you feel coming out in this race?
I love the track. It's a really good track for me. It fits closely to Speedway 52, where I also did very well. So it's just this layout and this tuning way is just good for me. So yeah.
Oh, yep.
It's only good if you're first.
And the two races
If you're
with this tuning,
any other position besides first, you're fucked.
I got free air most of the time. I'll be honest. My strategy was actually good, Rock.
Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah, there's barely any overtaking though, besides the pits.
Yeah, that is true.
Pits, the cookie section, no, the milk section. You could also sometimes do some stuff on, depending on routes.
I'm not okay. Most of the time, I could not get past them because they would just take it. They would take it, but not take it too slow where I couldn't take the other route and pass it.
For me, it was difficult to get past the hologram, not the lightning rod. The lightning rods I felt
yeah,
really easy to get by. It was just the holograms that was so difficult to get by on this.
Oh yeah, because there's only really one if you just vary off in the line just a little bit, the person who takes it just a little bit better will get a crazy exit speed.
Yeah,
I do see that. I do see that Rocket fell in a couple times, but actually, I felt like I saw Rocket falling in more than Fantasy, but it turns out like I think I saw
one more time.
Yeah, I think Rocket only fell in one more time and whatnot.
Dude,
so
you guys fell more.
But that's
than
also
once?
like the difference between us and Fantasy.
You guys like.
That's
wriggling
true.
your
That's
ass?
true.
Your ass.
Man.
So Crafties, you're talking. You're third.
Yeah, but I
Sit
fell in
down.
once, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah, true.
And that was because I was looking at
Definitely.
Fantasy's big ass boat right ahead of me.
I know my ass is very fat. Okay.
Yeah. It, like,
Oh, that's
I
on stream.
I
Oh,
couldn't
well.
hear the turn.
That's
because
all
of the
right.
drive.
Ozone. If you're watching this, you're slow.
Bruh.
Get boat cam.
Oh my
Get boat
God.
He has
cam.
both them. He just doesn't use it, but he should. I agree.
All right. Anyways, GG, top 3 again and whatnot. Very familiar faces up here. Congratulations on getting up here a second time, Crafties. We'll have to get the points updated and see where everything sits. All right. So thank you all for coming out in the race. I'm gonna go ahead and end
go.
stream. Sweet.
Oh, Fantasy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We haven't finished below 10 points except one round, and that was
know, right?
for me the race one, and for you round 1.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
round
round
where I
two,
couldn't
actually.
try.
That's true.
Round
That's
one where I
true.
couldn't try.
Those drivers out here performing very well, over and over again, repeated very good performances. Jolly, you still there? Oh, I seem to have lost Jolly. Let me see. MSG Jolly. I want to see. Oh, he's not in the game either. Rest in pieces. All right. Well, anyways, thank you all for coming out and watching this stream. Round 3, race 3 of All Stars. We'll get the points updated, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the final race. The track, the reveal will be in 1 week's time. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the future. All right. Later, everybody.